Danganronpa.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to 4 Pixels. This is Coco and Kidane. We're continuing Danganronpa 2. This isn't the 4th time we've had to do this. Let's go.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it jumping into it. It was Nagito, obviously. It was Nagito, obviously.
And who set up the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
The person who set the warehouse fire was. It was this guy. Oh my god. That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times am I gonna ask this damn question?
Calm down.
The next question will be my last, considering all the facts up until now. Why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
The reason Nagito set the warehouse on fire.
Soka.
Don't tell me he. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades? He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap? Preparing the poison, creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poisoned grenade. Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it. I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either. Huh? Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap? This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason. He put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal. What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him? To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor.
そのおかげで床に仰向けになった狛枝くんは空気より重い毒ガスを効率よく吸えたんだろうね。
Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison.
そして
And then,
待てや、そういうことならその毒が死因とは言い切れねえだろう。
Hold on, if that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death.
槍を握ってた手を離したのは毒のせいかもしれねえが、直接の死因がどっちだったかなんて。
It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
だとしても槍を落とすきっかけになったのはその毒薬だったわけだから。
even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
そうですね。その毒薬を吸わせた人物が狛枝君を殺した犯人となりますね。
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Blah blah blah, long tangent about how this shit doesn't work out and in fact contradicts not only previous cases, but contradicts the very last sentence that they just spoke.
Are you fucking serious?
それがあいつの罠だったんだ。
That was his trap all along.
自分の全身を執拗に傷つける自殺すら、この真相の偽装工作にしか過ぎなかったんだ。
Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened.
あいつの本当の目的は誰にもわからない犯人を作り上げること。
His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve.
推理だけではどうしようもない謎を俺たちに突きつけることだったんだ。
He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
きっと自殺が偽装工作だとバレることまでは彼も想定してたんじゃないかな。
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out.
解くことができる謎は結局解かれる運命にあるからね。
After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end.
けど彼はその先に解くことができない謎を用意しておいたんだよ。
However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved.
謎を解いていき希望を積み上げていったところで巨大な謎を叩きつける。
As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces.
解けない謎はないと思い込んでるお前らはそこで勝ってない絶望を味わうことになる。
For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair.
つまりあいつは今までの学級裁判の展開自体を自分のトリックの布石に
Meaning he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick.
全ての謎が解けるとは限らない。ぷぷぷ狛枝君らしいひねくれたトリックだね。
Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
めちゃくちゃだ。そんなのめちゃくちゃだよ。
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
私のせいです。消化弾があるなんて言い出してしまったせいで。
It isn't my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades.
申し訳ありません。私を犯人にしてください。
Oh, I'm so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
そういう問題じゃねえだろ。
That's not the fucking issue here.
ソニアさん悪くないっすよ。それも狛枝の悪巧みのせいっす。
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
で、俺らはどうすりゃいいんだ。どうやって犯人を突き止めればいいんだ。
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
無理だ。
It's impossible.
無理
Impossible!
その判断のつかない状況こそが狛枝の狙いだったんだ。だからもう
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
ですけど犯人がわからないのはモノクマさんだって一緒ですよね。
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
そうだ。あんな監視カメラ程度でそこまではっきりとわかるわけねえって。
That's right! There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras!
モノクマがわかんねえなら裁判は無効だ。なあ、そうだろ。
If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count! Isn't that right?
あのね、監視カメラがどうとかそんなせこい話ではなくてですね。
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever.
僕にはこの島のどこで何が起きてるか手に取るようにわかるんですわ。
I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times.
実際ソニアさんは昨日は3回もトイレに行ったよね。そのうち1回は大きい方の。
I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
やめてください。お妃に行けなくなってしまいます。
Please stop! I will never become queen!
なんでそんな羨ましいじゃなくて、とんでもな能力があるんだよ。
How can you... I'm so jealous. I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
というわけなので、もちろん裁判は無効じゃありません。頑張って犯人を当ててください。
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
当てろって言われても方法もねえのにどうやって当てろっつうんだ。
Guess he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
諦めるしかないのですか？
Is giving up all we can do?
諦めるのはまだ早いよ。
No, it's too early to give up.
あるのか？犯人を突き止める方法が。
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
なんとなくだけど、もしかしたらそうなんじゃないかって可能性が。
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably...
一つだけあるかも。
There's one way, I think.
本当か？
Really?
あのさ、もう一度最初から前田君の犯行を振り返ってみてもいい？
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning?
なんとなく浮かんだ私のアイデアが本当に正しいかちゃんと確かめてみたいんだ。
I want to make sure my hunch is correct.
だから日向君、お願い。
Hajime, please.
That's right. It doesn't mean the trial is over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. Then I have to do it. What is he some sort of like the authority in this case, or like the lead?
I mean, you know, they usually drop it on the protagonist. This game is better than the last one, but this is just you'll see what it is.
Okay. Even if it leads to despair.
わかった。じゃあやるぞ。
I got it. Let's do this then.
Alright, so let's see. What was inside Nagito's refrigerator? That would be the poison. Looks like we have that yet. And next one is right before.
Wouldn't that be the
switching
bottle?
to poison. Yeah. Okay. What's placed inside the break? That would be the poison. Let's let go of the cord.
Is that the cord one?
His whole body wasn't tied up. I think that one comes later. How did he support the spear? That's letting order to hurt himself. Oh god, look at his face here.
Oh god, yeah.
Nagito propped up the knife with something. That's the plushie. I think would it be this one? No, that one comes before. The
Yeah.
reason he went to the warehouse was...
Was it the video or?
Okay. Inside the thrown fire grenade was the poison. Let's line up demonic panels. Oh, this one goes here.
Yeah, this one.
Okay. This Nagito appears at the restaurant. That gotta be in the beginning, I guess. Or no? Alright, this gotta go somewhere. Let's place inside the freezer. Yeah, this one goes here, I think.
Yeah.
Or no, because that's already up there.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, Nagito's video message was... was it this one?
Did he send a video message or something and that's why they went there?
Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we got stock 2. Let's go back to the beginning. Was inside Nagito's refrigerator. Alright, none of that.
None of those, yeah.
The sneak attack, my left hand with a knife. Spears dangling. I'll tie the burn rope onto my right hand.
None of these. I don't think it's any of those. I think this one is that
This one goes here, I think.
the first, or no, wait, no, isn't that the first one? Oh, no, it is that one. Okay.
Then how did he support the spear? Spears dangling?
What about the first one? What's that say?
This one, I'll grab the spear cord with my left hand.
That's how he supported it.
Alright, yeah. Alright. Oh,
Here we go. Now we can put the poison in there.
one, let's place inside the break.
None of these, I think.
It's maybe this one?
No, because that one's like
yeah,
in another
you're
panel.
Right. You're right.
The lighter was beyond the Monokuma panels. Isn't that what it was?
Yeah, nice. Alright, this was...
Yeah, then...
This goes go here?
Yep. Yeah, I would put that there.
Got all that, we got all that. His order to hurt himself.
None of
This
those.
one. Putting...
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, true.
This one, Nagito propped up the knife with something.
Then, yeah. Oh, well, that's the broken one.
There we go.
これが事件の全てだ。今回の事件を仕組んだ張本人は被害者だった狛枝自身だったんだ。
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda.
実はその計画のために必要なあるものを自分のコテージに
Just for reference, is this voiceovered?
Yes.
Okay. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan.
オクタゴンから持ち出していたモノクマ特製の毒だ。
Monokuma special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon.
狛枝はその毒を軍事施設にあった手袋とガスマスクを身につけた上で
Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base that were kind of weirdly photorealistic in the, stock him.
ぬいぐるみ工場の給湯室から持ってきた消火弾の中身と入れ替えたんだ。
Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison.
その際にあるものが証拠として残った。それが消火弾の青いアルミの蓋だったんだ。
When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence. The blue aluminum seal on the grenade.
そうやって毒薬入り消火弾を完成させた狛枝はそれを手に工場へと向かい
With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade. Took it with him to the factory.
給湯室に大量に置いてあった消火弾の中にそれを戻したんだ。
And put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room.
そして翌朝、俺たちの前に現れた狛枝は爆弾を別の場所に隠したと告げると
The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere.
俺たちにその爆弾を探させている隙に自分はグッズ倉庫へと向かった。
While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse.
そこで狛枝は放火の仕掛けのためにモノクマのパネルをドアから一直線に並べ
In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door.
並べた先のカーテンの前に火をつけたオイルライターを置いたんだ。
To the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it.
そこから狛枝は自分が考えた狂気的な計画を実行していくんだ。
From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion.
まずネズミ以上から持ってきた槍の鞭の部分を天井の梁に通し
First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord.
グッズ倉庫の奥に結びつけておいたロープで自分の手足を縛っていった。
Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope.
ただしそのロープのうちの一つだけは事前に焼き切ってあったんだ。
However, he burnt off the rope on his right hand, or right arm rather, beforehand.
そうやって両手両足が縛られたと偽装しつつ右腕だけを自由な状態にしておいた狛枝は
In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up.
天井の梁を通した鞭の先端をしっかりと左手に握らせておいた上で
As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand,
ぶら下がる槍の下で仰向けの状態になったんだ。
he laid face down face up, just beneath the dangling spear.
狛枝の狂気的な計画はそこからが本番だった。あいつは普通じゃ考えられない行動を実行していった。
But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted.
まず自分の口をガムテープで塞いで悲鳴を上げてしまわないようにしてから
First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs.
そして最後に
Finally,
ぬいぐるみに固定したナイフに自分から右手を突き刺したんだ。
he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade.
両手両足を封じられた上に拷問されて死んだんだと俺たちに思い込ませるためにだ。
He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured.
それでも狛枝はまだ槍を手放さなかった。
Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear.
あいつの計画はまだ終わりじゃない。むしろここからが本番だったんだ。
His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin.
その頃、俺たちはぬいぐるみ工場でようやく狛枝のメッセージにたどり着いていた。
Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message.
そのメッセージを見た俺たちはすぐにグッズ倉庫に向かったんだけど、
After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse.
それは狛枝の思惑通りだった。
But that was part of Nagito's plan.
そこでドアを開けたことがきっかけとなってドミノ倒しのトリックが作動し、
We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect.
そのまま薄暗い倉庫の中を倒れていったパネルはライターを倒し、そしてカーテンに火をつけた。
The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain.
突然の火事に驚いた俺たちはすぐに工場の給湯室から消火弾を持ってきた。
Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire extinguishing grenades.
そしてその消火弾を火元のカーテンめがけて次々と投げつけたんだ。
We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply.
その消火弾の中に狛枝が用意した毒薬入り消火弾があるなんて考えもせずにな。
It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poisoned grenade that Nagito had prepared.
地面に落ちた毒薬は炎の熱で気化し、その周囲に充満していった。
The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere.
毒ガスはすぐにカーテンの裏側にいた狛枝の元まで届いた。
The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was.
しかもモノクマ特性の毒は気化すると空気より重くなる性質があったから。
Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized.
床に仰向けに寝ていた狛枝の付近はその毒ガスですっかり充満していたはずだ。
That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor.
そこで即効性のある毒を吸い込んでしまった狛枝は即死じゃないまでも気を失い、
There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness.
そして左手に握っていた槍の鞭を手放し、落下してきた槍によって腹部を貫かれてしまっ
Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach.
組んだ計画の全てだ。
This is all the information related to Nagito's plan.
あいつの本当の目的は俺たちの中の誰かを
His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer.
その誰かは今となってはわからない。それは犯人でさえ自覚していない犯人なんだ。
At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone.
いくら推理しても決してたどり着けない真相。それが狛枝の罠だった。
Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap.
犯人を決められないこの結末こそが
In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity. This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
And with that, we'll end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
See ya!
That's a cute image. Wow, brave little toaster, you sure have picked up some bad company.